For this video, we're going to focus on lesson 2.4, buy, rent, or lease. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to compare renting, leasing, and buying of large cost items and generate reasons for considering each choice. And you should be able to solve situational questions related to the cost of renting, leasing, and buying. When renting, leasing, and buying, you often need to make payments up front. Some payments go toward the overall cost, such as down payments on a house, or a lease deposit and the first and last month's rent. Other deposits, such as rental damage deposits, are refunded at a later date. A couple terms you need to know. One is what a lease is. So that's a contract for purchasing the use of property, such as a building or a vehicle, for a specified period of time. Equity, which is the difference between the current value of an item and the amount still owing on it, the portion owned. An asset, which is an item or a proportion of an item owned, also known as property. Examples are real estate, investment portfolios, vehicles, arts, and gems. And then if you own something, it can appreciate, so increases the value of an asset over time, or it can depreciate, which decreases the value of an asset over time. So for example, we have Amanda needs a vehicle for her work on an average 12 days a month. She has been renting a vehicle when she needs it. She is wondering if renting is the most economical choice, and so she is considering her options, which is the best option for her for the next 4 years. So she could rent for that $49.99 a day with unlimited kilometers. She could lease, which requires a down payment of $4,000 and a lease payment of $380 per month. She would need insurance at $1,220 each year, which can be paid monthly. It would have to pay for some repairs and maintenance, which average $50 a month. With the 4-year lease, she would have no equity in the vehicle. And then the last one, she could buy for $32,800, financed for 4 years at 4.5% interest, compounded monthly. She would have the same insurance, repair, and maintenance costs that she would have with leasing. The equity of the vehicle would be considered an asset. So we're going to start with renting. So for her renting, it's $49.99 a month or per day. And so she does 12 days per month. So multiply by 12, and then there's 12 months in a year. And she's going to do that for 4 years. So altogether for this one, it's $49.99 times 12 times 12 times 4. So altogether, she's going to pay $28,794.24. So $28,794.24. And now let's do the lease. So for the lease, she is making $380 per month. So it's $380 per month for 12 months in a year for 4 years. So for her regular payments, she is doing the 380 times 12 times 4. So that's 18,240. Then on top of that, she is doing these maintenance costs of $50 per month. So that's $50 times 12 times 4. Times 12 times 14. So let me do that again. 50 times 12 times 4, 2,400. Then she also has her insurance, which is 1,220 each year. So 1,220 each year, so for 4 years. So 1,220 times 4. So 4,880. And then she also just has the $4,000 deposit. So to find the total, I'm just going to add all those together. So we got the 18,240 plus the 2,400 plus the 4,880 plus the 4,000. When you add that all together, it works out to be $29,520. And then the last one is for buying. So for that one, we're going to go to our financial calculator. So it's for $32,800. So that's going to be my loan amount. It's financed for 4 years at 4.5%. Our interest is 4.5, compounded monthly. She would have the same insurance, repair, and maintenance costs that she would have with leasing. The equity of the vehicle would be considered an asset. So typical loans are also monthly. So 12 months in a year times 4 years is 48 payments altogether. My payments are unknown. Payment frequency is monthly, compounded monthly. Make sure that my dates are still monthly, which they are. Hit calculate. So it's $35,901.84. So pay is equal to $35,901.84. So that's all we need that for. So I'll make it bigger so we can see. I'm gonna fix my 35 there. Okay. And so then on top of that, we have the maintenance fees. So the extra $2,400 for the maintenance, as well as the insurance fee, which is the extra $4,880. So the total for that is the $35,901.84 plus the maintenance plus the insurance. So altogether, that works out to be $43,181.84. So the better option here, the cheapest one, is to rent. Renting is the cheaper option. But just a note, a lot of people, even though buying is more expensive, that's what they'll go for, is because you're building equity, you have an asset, and so at the end of the 4 years, she has the option of selling this vehicle and making some of her money back, whereas the renting and the leasing, she won't have that option.